Welcome to today's What Will Move the Market show. I'm your host Prem. It's Thursday, October 9th, 2025, and here is everything you need to know as the markets open for today. US equities delivered a highlight session overnight, with both the S&P 500 and Nasdaq closing at fresh record highs. The Dow continued to lag this week, holding just above the 47,000 mark. The session saw dip buyers stepping in after an unexplained risk-off move the previous day, and with no major US data releases overnight, sentiment was buoyed by renewed optimism. A key driver was increasing confidence in a US-Canada trade deal, following positive remarks from Canada's Carney. On the movers list, technology stocks continued to shine, with mega-cap names leading the way, while energy stocks saw mild pullback amid softer oil prices. Autos and select healthcare names underperformed, weighed down by mixed earnings updates. After the bell, traders were tuned in to Fed speakers Kashkari, Barr, and Daly, whose comments reinforced a cautious, yet steady policy outlook. Overall, markets shrugged off uncertainty and pivoted strongly back to risk assets. Overnight, Indian ADRs painted a mixed picture. Infosys ADRs climbed to 1675, up over 2%, while Wipro also managed modest gains. HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank ADRs slipped, down nearly 1% each. For Indian investors, the outperformance in IT sector ADRs may hint at early leadership in tech for today's session, while sentiment toward financials could stay muted at the open. Across Asia this morning, the performance is mixed. The Nikkei in Japan opened lower, influenced by recent overnight weakness on Wall Street and a stronger yen. Hong Kong and mainland Chinese exchanges are reopening after holiday breaks, with investor focus shifting to regional tech and industrial plays. Early moves in the Hang Seng and Shanghai indices show cautious gains. Over in the derivatives market, Gift Nifty is trading around 25,120, just above yesterday's close, suggesting a slightly positive open for Indian equities. Notably, the World Bank has raised China's growth outlook to 4.8%, boosting sentiment across the region. Keep an eye out for any volatility as Asian markets continue to digest shifting monetary policies. On the global stage, a prospective US-Canada agreement is building optimism which could spur further cross-border investments. In the Middle East, diplomatic momentum is gathering, with talks led by major world leaders aiming for stability. Fed Chair Powell is set to make a key speech today, closely followed by markets for fresh cues on liquidity and rates. Meanwhile, the Royal Bank of New Zealand took the markets by surprise, enacting a jumbo 50 basis point cut, spurring volatility in the New Zealand dollar. Dovish signals from the Swiss National Bank also led to aggressive selling in the franc, as global carry trades made a strong return. Domestically, the Nifty 50 ended its 4-day winning streak yesterday, but held firm above the 25,000 level despite profit booking. The overall trend is still bullish, with experts projecting that as long as the index stays below 25,200, we might see more consolidation between 25,000 and 24,900. FII flows have stayed positive, while the India VIX ticked slightly higher, still signaling comfort for risk takers. Keep an eye on high delivery-based buying in technology and select industrial names, as those could set the tone for today's session. For the Nifty 50, immediate resistance stands at 25,150 and 25,200. Support lies at 25,000 and 24,900. The technical setup points to a possible range-bound session unless we decisively move past those upper resistance levels. Bank Nifty is currently capped near 56,200, with strong support just below 56,000 and further down at 55,800. A close above resistance in either index could open up room for a fresh rally. In commodities, gold broke new milestones overnight, while crude oil futures firmed up and are trading higher on the back of increased spot demand. In the global market, WTI crude is near $62 per barrel and Brent is hovering around 66. Industrial metals like copper saw slight gains, while silver held steady. With gold and oil both on the move, commodity-focused stocks may emerge as key movers today. Given strong risk-on sentiment in global equities, but visible technical resistance for Nifty at the 25,200 zone, today's plan is to remain nimble. Aggressive traders may look to ride moves in leading IT names and commodity-focused sectors, but tighten stops near resistance levels. Investors should keep booking partial profits at highs and watch for fresh triggers from central bank commentary and major earnings. Stay tuned for the evening wrap and don't forget to send in your questions. We'll be back later to break down how today's trading narrative played out. Have a winning trading day, and remember, stay informed, stay invested.